What's going on, YouTube? So I'm back with my Civic, and I know the last time I spoke to you guys about this car, I said I was going to work on the exhaust manifold, but the more I think about it, the more I want to replace the fuel pump in this car, and that's only because this pump is real old. From what I remember, I had a shop install a Walboro 255, I believe, and that was in 2008, and the pump has been around for a long time, so I don't really trust it anymore. And I've run E85 in this car, so I'm not sure how the condition of the tank looks like inside, so I think I'm gonna do that first. So today what I want to do is take a look at the pump, take a look at the condition of the tank inside, and order what I need to basically feel good about driving this thing around town and not getting stranded somewhere or running lean and hurting the motor. So let's open this up, let's get started, and we'll go from there. So obviously I have to take the bottom cushion off, and to do that there's a 10 mil holding the bottom cushion down. So I'm going to take that out. It's right where that extension is right now. So I'm going to buzz that off, and then I'll show you guys what that looks like. And here's the bolt. Got that out. Got a little tray going. Okay, my next step is pulling this bottom cushion out, and what you got to do is fish these seat belts through the holes as you're tilting this up. So let me do that off camera. Okay, I got the bottom cushion out, as you guys can see. And now what we got to do next is take this cap off, and that's just got 4 number 2 Phillips. So I'm going to work on that next, and I'll be right back. So you guys saw me take this cover off. I just peeled it over, and that's the top of the tank. And so what we got to get off is this part here. So first I'm going to unplug it, and this is the boot that covers the plug, and right there is the connector. Now I'm going to try to show you guys on camera, but I might have to put this down. There you go, and that's the connector right there. All you got to do is just push down, and it should unclip. Just fold that over. And before I go any further, I want nothing to fall in the tank, so I'm just going to brush this off and maybe blow some air across the top of it so nothing falls in the tank. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I brushed it off, and look how clean that all looks. It looks brand new. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is take this bolt out. And I just got to be careful, because more than likely there's going to be O-rings in between the line and the this plate, probably the bolt. So I'm going to try to show you guys that process. I'm going to set you guys down. Make sure you guys have a rag in handy, not like me. I had to go get one. Okay. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but there's a washer right there. And there's a washer on the underside right there. Okay, now the other line, I'm just going to put this to the side here. A rag over it so nothing falls in the line. And to take this other line off, it's just a little clamp. You just squeeze that together, pull the hose off, and you're good there. So let me do that. Alright, as you can see, I got both of the hoses off. Alright, so my next step is taking the 10 mil nuts out. So let me do that. Okay, so I pulled the nuts off, and let's pull this out and see what it looks like. So you got to pull towards the front of the car. Alright, I'm going to set this there and just let it leak for a little bit. There's a lot more fuel than I thought there was going to be. And if you guys are doing this yourselves, just make sure you open the garage door or something, because the fumes are strong. Alright guys, so I took the pump out, and I'm looking inside the tank, and it looks pretty good. I've ran E85 for many years in this car, and I never took the pump out, so I didn't know what the inside of this tank looked like. I was kind of afraid to open it, but at this point I feel good. The inside of the tank looks really good. I do see a small rust spot, and I hope to show you guys right there, but everywhere else in this tank it's pretty minty. It still looks good, and I've been running E85 since, like, I want to say 2010, so for all them years this tank is in great condition, and I'm happy. Okay, here's the pump, and it doesn't look bad. I like the little clamps they used. Alright, and as far as the wiring, looks good. Nothing looks like it needs to be replaced. It all looks good. And the sock, it's got some little stuff here and there, so I'm glad that that I opened it up. I'm going to try to get another OEM sock for the pump, so I don't have to reuse this one. But yeah, it looks good. Now I'm going to take the pump off this bracket. So I got to remove the sock first, and to do that I have to remove this little pin that's holding on to the sock plastic. And what you got to do is get a flathead, get underneath this rubber piece, and push up to pop that little clip out of the way. So let me do that. Hopefully you guys can see. Okay, so just be careful because that went flying. But I found it. This little, whoa, this little guy right here, very small. Don't lose it. I'm gonna try to see if I can get another one just in case I lose this one. Just pops off. And like I said, I'm gonna try to get another sock. And then I should be able to just slide this off like so. Okay, and this should just pop off. And I'm gonna loosen up this hose clamp right here. Just a flathead. Okay, and I'm just gonna disconnect that plug. So to disconnect this plug, you just gotta pull this plastic piece down and it falls out of place. And you should just be able to push this pin down and pull this apart. And there we go. Here's the pump. And it, I see the Walboro logo and a stamp of GSS 342. So I do believe it's a 255. It's got another stamp over here, made in the USA. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if they still make these in the USA. Underneath all that, there's another stamp. It says 118009-1. So I don't know what that means, but yeah, I'm gonna be ordering another one of these. Like I said, the only reason I'm replacing this thing is because I've had this pump since 2008, and I've run E85 through it and 93, but it's been a long time, so I don't really trust it no more. And I don't want to feel that way when I'm kind of cruising pretty far from home, and yeah, I want to have peace of mind. So that's going to be ordered. I'm going to put this back on the tank so the fumes stop coming out of the tank, and I don't want anything to fall in there. So let me do that. But I just wanted to show you guys the pump. It is a Walboro 255. So yeah, you just you never know. Sometimes you pay people to do something for you and you just trust them, and sometimes they think you're never gonna poke at it. So I'm just glad to see that it is what it is, and that person did a good job. If you're replacing your fuel pump on your Honda Civic, you should be able to follow these steps and replace your fuel pump. Just be careful with this clip. If your clip looks the same, this thing is very thin, and if it's old and you're not careful, you will break it. So putting everything back will just be reverse of what you did. Just take your time, make sure you ventilate the area you're working in, because the fumes are real strong right now. Especially, I believe E85 just smells a lot more. So if you're running E85, these fumes, they like to stick around. So just open the garage door, open a window, make sure you're safe, and you should be good. And obviously don't smoke as you're doing this. But yeah, just reverse your steps, throw everything back in, and you should be good to go. Like I said, let me put this cover back on, and then I'll close up the video. So I got the cover back on, And that's all temporary, just so I don't let any fumes out. And we're good to go. So that should be safe. But before I go, close up this video, I do want to say thank you for your patience. I know I wasn't making a little bit of content for a while, and that's only because I had a baby. So I had to take some time off, but I'm back and I'm making some more content for you guys. And again, thank you for your patience, and I appreciate you guys watching. So, all right, we're done for today. But part 2 will be coming shortly, so look out for it, guys. All right, everyone. I'll see you guys on the next one.